Let's get to our morning business report. Some parents are spending thousands of dollars on career coaches for their college-age children.
Yeah, and a new report shows how much spam calls and hidden fees are costing Americans. Channel 3's Jane King is live at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more. Good morning.
Hi, Tracy. Caitlin, good morning. Yes, fielding the robocalls, avoiding hidden fees, sparring with chatbots. It is a $165 billion waste of time and money that's being dubbed the annoyance economy. Now, a recent report by Stanford and Groundwork Collaborative estimated that is the economic burden on American families. And they found that companies actually have an incentive to complicate customer interactions. For instance, obstacles to cancellation can increase revenue as much as 200%. Well, American Airlines issued a statement denying reports of merger talks with rival United and firmly rejected the prospect based on concerns about competition and consumer impact. Now, in February, according to Bloomberg, United CEO Scott Kirby floated the idea of merging with American to President Trump. And as the entry-level job market tightens, wealthy parents are shelling out thousands of dollars to hire career coaches for their college-age children. This trend has reshaped the career coaching industry. Now, a quarter of coaches now count students and new grads as core clientele, up from just 5% in 2019. That's according to the International Association of Career Coaches. Experts note that school career centers can offer the same services for free. And stocks rallied Friday on news that the Strait of Hormuz is open, something that is now in question. Still, the gains were impressive. The Dow was up 868, S&P 500 closed above 7,100 for the first time. But this morning, the Dow's pointing down almost 300 points, and oil is back up again on reports that now the Strait is closed. So we'll continue to watch this today. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.